Sweden terrified the United States when they sunk one of the US's aircraft carriers 20 years ago in a war game. No one expected anybody to have the stealth necessary to pull something like that off, except for the Swedes. And the submarine that sunk the aircraft carrier was a Sweden Gotland-class submarine. And the secret weapon of this Gotland-class submarine that makes it possibly even quieter than a Virginia-class submarine or even a Japanese Taigai is the fact that they are run by the quietest engine on the planet, which is a Stirling engine. Most people have a fleeting idea as to what a Stirling engine is. They look at it like it's some kind of toy, but it is so much more. The Stirling engine might be the quietest one out there, and it is also vibration free, which makes it ideal for submarines. But the incredible thing about the Stirling engine is that it runs off of heat, not fuel. It can run off of any heat source whatsoever, waste heat from the process industry, solar heat, or any other form. And because the Stirling engine is so energy efficient, it could stay submerged for weeks at a time, longer than any other diesel-powered submarine. While several countries have tried to put a Stirling engine in their submarines, Sweden seems to be the only one that can actually pull it off. The US has tried to replicate something similar, but they decided it was too costly to do it, so they just stuck with nuclear. So it's the Swedes who have the monopoly on utilizing the Stirling engine in this way. And it's not like the Gotland subs are a one-off. The Swedes are now making the Blekinge submarine, which is going to be even more advanced. And this is why, without a doubt, Sweden has naval dominance over the Baltic Sea. And even before they joined NATO, Sweden had one of the most advanced defense systems in all of Europe. And they were number one when it came to Arctic warfare. There is no doubt that the United States and the UK have the most powerful navies on the planet, but some countries have the best teams and forces for certain environments, and the Swedes are number one when it comes to shallow underwater stealth, especially in the Arctic. You guys might be thinking, well, their population is so small, their army is small, the navy is small, all of their forces are small. That doesn't matter. Sweden is a major high-tech arms producer, and they have a highly trained military in every field. And the Norrland Dragoon Regiment is the top tier for Arctic warfare on the planet. Sweden also has a very highly trained military, and conscription is mandatory, so everyone has some kind of military experience. If they needed to mobilize, they could probably pull out 500,000 people to fight for their country. But as we've seen, which is the very point of this post, it doesn't matter about the size of a nation's military if they could sink one of your aces in the hole, like they did with the US aircraft carrier. Now, of course, the US Navy learned from this. In fact, they leased a Gotland-class submarine and learned everything they could about it to enhance their anti-submarine warfare strategy. And I will bet you money that a Gotland-class nor any other stealthy submarine wouldn't be able to perform that same trick again, unless maybe the newest Swedish submarine, the Blekinge, tries to do it. And think about this. Sweden beat someone that was supposed to be unbeatable, and now they are also on NATO's team. To my Swedish followers, I hope I earned your forgiveness by not mentioning Swedish submarines when I was talking about the best submarines in the world in my post earlier last week. Thanks for watching. If you find the post I just made useful, educational, informative, please feel free to subscribe to my YouTube, but the strongest form of support that you can give me would be signing up for my Patreon. Thanks.